Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Sniper Elite 5. Today we'll be going over a couple of different publicity screenshots and GIFs I found on the Microsoft Store and Steam pages for Sniper Elite 5. So without further ado, let's get into this. First of all, we can see this image, which shows us the first glimpse of the HUD. At the bottom left we can see the radar, which is very clean looking indeed. The Sniper Elite 4 radar was much more of a mini-map, so it's nice to see a radar here as it lends itself to a much more World War II-like style, as well as being quite similar to one from the Sniper Elite 3. Otherwise, this radar functions like its predecessor, showing you your field of view, visibility, objectives and compass. In the bottom right we can see weapon information, including what weapon you're using, notably as just an image without a name, for the first time in over 10 years. It wouldn't surprise me if the weapon name was dynamic, like in Sniper Elite 2 where it only appeared when switching weapons. We can also see a bottle next to the player's weapon, which presumably represent Molotov cocktails. Under the weapon we see the health bar, which is divided into 4 segments instead of the usual 5. Whether bandages will heal 2 bars or 40% of lost health, we'll have to see. We can also see ammunition to the left of the weapon, which shows the usual rounds in the magazine and rounds in reserve, but also has a little bullet icon next to it. My hope is that this bullet icon changes depending on caliber, ammunition type and fire type. So a Springfield would have a single 30-06 round because it's bolt action, but an MP40 would have like 5 or so 9mm rounds as it's automatic, and to the left of this we have a rather snazzy heart rate wheel. In the next image we see the HUD when using the scope. On the left we have the enemy status, this one being enemy searching. In the bottom right we have the usual weapon information. On the centre right we can see the zoom level, which is practically unchanged from Sniper Elite 4, although if it ain't broke, don't fix it. In the top right we see the distance to the target, his status and his heart rate, which is a super cool new piece of information. They've also somewhat redesigned the officer icon and presumably all the other icons which are above their heads, this time looking more like an officer's cap rather than the 3 chevrons of old. In this screenshot, on Carl's back, we see the first appearance of the M1897 trench gun, identifiable by the distinctive heat shield on the barrel, and I speak for all of us when we're happy to have this thing back. Here I wanted to point out that this is the only time in any of the screenshots that we've seen the well gun with its stock collapsed. Otherwise this is a fairly run-of-the-mill screenshot. And here we see a new environment, this one being a war-torn town that's being burnt to the ground. This one looks like a very cool area and could get really messy should you decide to go loud. In this GIF we see our first look at the weapon customization, which includes suppressors, bayonets, wood types for your classy wooden stock, pouches, magazines, camouflages, bayonets and scopes, including the M3 carbine infrared night sight scope, which could be excellent fun. We can also see how far away our guns are audible from, which suggests that silencers are no longer going to be properly silent anymore, which is an interesting change. Maybe external silencers, like the ones on an MP40 or a 1911, will still be audible at close range, whereas integral silencers, like those on the Wellrod, Silence Den and Delisle for when they inevitably add it, will be completely silent. That's all I have for now, so I will see you later. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Remember to like, subscribe and comment. It costs you nothing and it's a great way to help out the channel. Stay safe and goodbye.